Race number 3 of the 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series heads Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada to kick off the annual NASCAR Goes West campaign. And we start off in Sin City as we welcome you to the NASCAR PreRace show. I'm your host, Jake Krause. And yes, race number 3 of the season to kick off the NASCAR Goes West campaign, where for the next 3 races we will race in the West Coast. We start off at Las Vegas, then we go to Phoenix, and then we end it off in Fontana. But let's get right into the news at the track. We only have one story to talk about, and that is Ryan Blaney and Body Armor, which is a sports drink. They are going to sponsor Ryan Blaney as an associate sponsor for 4 races, and will become a primary sponsor at Daytona. So it's good to see sponsors coming into the sport because of what Brian France is doing. They're trying to push sponsors away. You know, you got Subway leaving, Jimmy John's leaving, all these sponsors leaving. So it's nice to see new sponsors coming into the sport. Now let's take a look at the track effects for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's another 1.5 mile track with 4 turns as usual. The banking is 20 to 21 degrees, and the lap record was set by Kurt Busch back in 2016 with a time of 27.498. 400.5 miles make up the Pennzoil 400 with 80 laps in Stage 1 and Stage 2 apiece, with Stage 3 being 107 laps to make up a total of 267 laps. Let's take a look at the top 10 standings after Atlanta. Kevin Harvick dominated, so he becomes the second driver to lock himself into the playoffs. Joe Logano's the points leader. Ryan Blaney 6 points behind. Denny Hamlin 12 points behind. Kevin Harvick, the Atlanta winner, 13 points behind. Clint Bowyer 14. Austin Dillon, the Daytona 500 champion, 19 points behind. Martin Truex Jr. 20 points behind. Kurt Busch 21 points behind. And Paul Menard and Eric Almirola 23 points behind. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Pennzoil 400. Ryan Blaney with the Ford on the pole, and outside of him and another Ford is Kevin Harvick. Row 2, another Ford, Kurt Busch, the Las Vegas native, starts third, and outside of him, the defending winner, Martin Truex Jr. Row 3 has a couple of young Chevrolets, Kyle Larson in the inside lane, and Chase Elliott in the 6th position. Row 4 has another pair of Fords with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Brad Keselowski, the 2016 winner. Row 5 has the driver in his sophomore season, Eric Jones, and outside of him is Joey Logano. Row 6 has another pair of Fords, Clint Bowyer and Paul Menard. That's kind of surprised to see him up there. Row 7 has Kyle Busch, the 2009 winner and 4-time winner, Jimmy Johnson. Row 8 has surprising Michael McDowell on the inside lane in the 15th position, and the outside of him, Daytona 500 champion Austin Dillon. Row 9 has rookie William Byron. On the outside of him is Daniel Suarez. Row 10, Suarez's teammate Denny Hamlin and Alex Bowman on the outside of him in row 10. Keith Kane, Jamie McMurray make up row 11. David Reagan and Trevor Bayne make up row 12. Ryan Newman and Darrell Wallace Jr., another rookie, make up row 13. Teammates AJ Allmendinger and Chris Buescher, row 14. Eric Almirola, which is very surprising with him, 29th he qualified. And on the outside of him making his first career start, Cole Custer in the 51. Ty Dillon and Matt DiBenedetto make up row 16. Ross Chastain and Cole Witt make up row 17. And Greg Goulding and Jeffrey Earnhardt row 18. And Joey Gase rounds out the 37 car field. Now let's crunch the numbers, take a look at the drivers they usually look out for at Las Vegas. Now, we're at a mile-and-a-half track, so that means one thing. Martin Truex Jr. will be a factor. In his 12 races at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, he has scored 1 win, which was coming last year. Scored 2 top 5 finishes and 4 top 10s. He has an average finish of 10.7 and an average finish of 13.17. He has led only 158 laps, but again, it's a mile-and-a-half track. He's qualified for it. He is going to be a factor, so whatever his stats may seem, watch out for Martin Truex Jr. to possibly get a 2nd straight win in Sin City. Kyle Busch, Las Vegas native, has won at Las Vegas Motor Speedway once back in 2009. In the 13 races in total, he has scored 5 top 5s and 6 top 10s with an average start of 9.5 with an average finish of 14.15. He has led over 230 laps, so Kyle Busch, he could be like a sleeper and maybe, just maybe, roll the dice to find his way into victory lane. Now, Jimmy Johnson needs a change. In his first 2 races, he has finished outside the top 30. However, Las Vegas Motor Speedway is one of his best tracks. In the 16 races, he has scored 4 wins, which is the most all-time, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. He has an average start of 12.6 with an average finish of 10.94. He has led almost 600 laps. So while this has been a horrible season for Jimmy Johnson so far, Las Vegas could be just a turnaround in his quest for an 8th championship. Now let's take a look at the odds to win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So for those of you that are in Vegas, you know this for entertainment purposes only. Martin Truex Jr., no surprise there, top of the board with Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick, as well as a 5-1 chance of winning. Kyle Busch with a 13-2 chance of winning. Chevy drivers, Kyle Larson with a 7-1 chance of winning, and Chase Elliott with a 10-1 chance. Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson both with a 12-1 chance of winning. Denny Hamlin with a 16-1 chance. Clint Bowyer and pole sitter Ryan Blaney with a 20-1 chance. Kurt Busch with a 25-1 chance of winning. And finally, Eric Jones, Eric Almirola with a 33-1 chance of winning. And Daniel Suarez with a 50-1 chance of winning. Now, usually when I come to the driver stats, I usually pick 3 drivers. 1 to look out for, 1 to be careful of picking, and 1 that is a dark horse. But to be honest, the results from practice and qualifying, they are all over the place. Drivers that you would expect to, like, certain drivers would be great in first practice and qualifying, but then they would be horrible in second practice and happy hour. And drivers that are bad in first and second are great in third. You know, it's all over the place. So for this episode, I'm only going to be picking 2 drivers, and both are drivers to look out for. Ryan Blaney, first of all, let's start off with him. He was 8th fastest in first practice, 6th fastest in second practice, and was fastest in happy hour and qualified on the pole. So clearly, he does have a very fast Ford. I think the reason why is because, you know, it's Pennzoil sponsor. You know, it's just like Jimmy and Cobalt. Every time, I'm sorry, can we just cut out? Every time a driver is sponsored by the race, what they always do well. Like with Jimmy and Cobalt at Las Vegas, he did so well. Blaney in a Pennzoil and Logano in a Pennzoil, they're doing so well. I'm just throwing it out there. But anyways, moving on. Kyle Larson is another driver you should look out for. Very, very fast Chevrolet. He was fastest in first and second practice, second fastest in happy hour, and qualified to pits. So Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson are 2 drivers who will most likely have a shot at maybe contending with Truex and possibly having a shot at winning this race. Who knows? But finally, sign up with my fantasy live picks. I'm gonna do this every week so far. My starters are Ryan Blaney, who has an average points of 36.5. Kyle Larson with a 27 average points run. Brad Keselowski, 29 average points. Martin Truex Jr., the defending winner, 34.5 points. Joey Logano with 40 points because he is the points leader. And in the garage, I have Kevin Harvick because, I don't know, I was going to pick Jimmy Johnson at first, but I just don't trust his car. He's usually like maybe an 18th or 50th place car. Kevin Harvick, he's most likely going to be in the top 10, top 5. And in case, you know, a driver like Logano or Larson have a bad run, I can switch Harvick in right now. My bonus, now the bonus, it's I'm taking a chance. I feel like Ryan Blaney will have a strong car. That's why in the short run, that's why I'm going to pick him as a stage 1 winner. I feel like Kyle Larson, who's overall the best driver, I feel like from the practice sections and the qualifying sessions, he will win stage 2, and as a race winner, I'm going to pick Martin Truex Jr. because it's a 1.5 mile track, and nothing really major has changed with the rules package from 2017 and 2018. So with Truex as my race winner, I'm also picking Toyota as my manufacturer winner. And that's also the reason why I'm picking Truex as my race winner and my pick to win. It's a 1.5 mile track, and again, the rules package haven't changed as much. I think last year it was like 100 or so pounds more downforce. Nothing really major has changed. So that's why I am picking Martin Truex Jr. to win at Las Vegas. So that is it for the NASCAR MDK pre-race show for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There will be no post-race show for Vegas, mainly because I am super busy. Later, I'm going to try and finish this as soon as possible so I can maybe get started on working on a mask that I have to do for English. And then I have to write a poem about that for English, and I have to write an essay for English. It's just chaos. So yeah, no post-race show for Vegas. I will try my best to get one for Phoenix, but who knows. But yeah, Truex is my pick. Thanks so much for watching NASCAR MDK pre-race show. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But until next time, I'm Jake Carson, NASCAR MDK. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pennzoil 400, and I will see you in the next video. Oh my god, it's like a sauna in here. It's like 100 degrees.